Y'all, we are back again with another one of these stories. And this was posted up in the Discord. And I just basically said, look at those ears. I took a look at the man's mugshot. I said, look at them ears. Whatever he did, he's definitely guilty of. But this man is sick. And it's one of those stories where I can't put the activity of what the person did in the description or in the title. So you'll pretty much have to guess what it is or read between the lines. So this man, again, another Florida person, y'all love sending me Florida stuff, whose name is Chad Mason, has been busted because he engaged in activities with a dog. Again, read between the lines. Y'all can pretty much guess that. But what makes this even more crazy is that he got busted in public doing this. Usually a lot of times when they do stuff like this, it's in the privacy of their home. But some of them will go even far to record the act or take pictures. I remember one of the most disgusting stories I talked about a couple years ago was overseas, where you had them literally having orgy parties with animals, like I think dogs mainly. They had like whole parties, like whole sex parties that involved animals. It's crazy. But what made me have to like catch myself in this story that made me laugh before I press the record button, and hopefully I don't bust out laughing again when I read this, is not only did this guy get caught committing extracurricular activities with a dog publicly, this guy also got busted wrecking the church nativity scene. I'm sitting here saying to myself, why? What did the nativity scene do to you? People are crazy out here. People are crazy as all bad shit, but let's get into it. A Florida man went on a deranged rampage in which he had sex with a dog in front of horrified families, and then destroyed a church nativity while trying to escape from the angry onlookers. So, my goodness. I wish I could be a fly on the wall to see how all of that went down. I wonder if there's any surveillance footage of that. Not the part about the dog, about him trying to escape. Chad Mason, 36, allegedly began his sick crime spree while walking a friend's Labradoodle Friday in a quiet neighborhood in Clearwater, police said. At one point, he began fornicating with the animal in full view of several spectators, including a child. So this wasn't even his dog. This was a friend's dog, a friend that was, I guess, trusting of him to walk their dog. And he out there doing what's outside of the description of what the friend was wanting them to do. And then had the nerve to do this in front of people. Like, he had no shame in what he did. An adult confronted him during the act, and he ran toward nearby Northwood Presbyterian Church, where he toppled a Christmas nativity scene and smashed several potted plants that had been put out for display. When he was confronted by someone at the apartment complex there, he ran from the scene and began to wreak havoc in the surrounding area, authorities said. Mason then destroyed a mailbox and even tried to steal a car to make his getaway. Well, my goodness. I guess this man just never heard of a clear pathway. He was running through things like he was the damn juggernaut. Like they said he ran through and destroyed the nativity scene and ran into and destroyed a mailbox before he could get into a car that he tried to steal. He was doing all of this destruction on foot. Several witnesses called 911, and responding units located him nearby before taking him into custody. Mason is now facing a slew of criminal counts, including lewd exhibition and criminal mischief at a place of worship. He bonded out of jail and will appear in court later this month. I wonder how much his bond was. It couldn't have been that much for him to do that, but that is crazy. Like I said, it's some weirdos out here. It is some weirdos out here. This guy literally had one job, and that was to walk his friend's dog, not take the dog and do what you did and then do it in public where there were kids around. This kind of reminds me of the story that I did last month about that podiatrician who got caught pleasuring himself in the parking lot, and right across the way was a preschool. I don't know why people do that kind of stuff in public. Like, there are actual charges, and that's actually a crime of public indecency if you get caught pleasuring yourself in public or having sex in public and you get caught and the authorities are alerted. And that is a charge. That is technically a crime. It's a risky one at that. But this guy is absolutely insane in the men brain. And unfortunately, the people that built up that nativity scene, that all that time and hours that they put in the work to putting that up, got destroyed by him. Whoever mailbox that was that got destroyed, I'd say he should pay for all those damages. Everything that stuff cost, whatever he broke and destroyed, he should pay for it. And then they said he tried to steal a car. I wonder whose car he tried to take, what kind of car it was. Because, you know, some people, they get so anxious and trying to steal a car, they might rip the handle off the door. But again, this is Florida for you. But no offense to any of my subscribers down there that live in Florida. I do not hold this dark cloud over your head. It's just that y'all got some weird citizens that live and dwell in your state. But then again, look at who is the governor of your state. That tells you all in a nutshell about how Florida is ran. As far as this guy goes, I don't know what they going to do with him. They said he bonded out. Me personally, he wouldn't have gotten a bond. It's so many charges that this guy has, committing bestiality is one of them. Public indecency is another. Trying to attempted theft is another one. And then doing the public indecency in front of minors is another one. Like, I count 4 right there, and there's probably some more. I might have them worded incorrectly, but I'm in the ballpark. This is that's crazy. Listen, Florida, y'all need to get your act together. Y'all citizens down there are absolutely off the charts. Like, literally, there's no placing in the scale for you. It really isn't. It's a reason why that cartoon exists of Bugs Bunny sawing off Florida from the map. Man, it's crazy down there. I can honestly say, when I went to Florida years ago, I had the pleasure of not running into any of these weirdos. The most craziest thing I think I saw down in Florida was some little baby gators in a trench. And that was about as far as it went.